Eddington, the newest film from Ari Aster, is the most disappointing movie of the year for me, I think. I'm going to talk about it against my better judgment because I think the discourse online is going to be egregious and I don't really want to be a part of it. But also, guys got to eat, and this is the most popular movie of the week. This hurts me to say that because I think Ari Aster is one of the most talented filmmakers working today. I don't think it's crazy to say that. I think that that is objectively true. The guy has the sauce. He's got a lot to say. Well, I don't know if he has a lot to say, but he does have a lot of sauce. He's really great at making the movies, but I haven't been liking him very much recently. It's popular to argue about whether or not Hereditary and Midsommar are overrated nowadays, if you're one of the people that uses that word. But I think that that's silly. Those movies are great, especially if you're watching Midsommar. And I used both pronunciations of that title so that everybody can be happy.
Brave.
If you're watching Midsommar, try to locate the director's cut. It's only available, I think, from like A24's actual website, like the big goofy Blu-ray that they sell. That version of Midsommar is so good and so much better at delivering the catharsis of that bonkers final act. And then Hereditary is so good, so scary, so new and so fresh. It inspired, I think, the last decade of major horror releases with things that it did. And then I despised Beau is Afraid. I really did. It was just not for me. I loved the first hour. I thought it was kind of strangely hilarious. And then it goes off the rails and it becomes masturbatory and grating for me. But I really respected Beau is Afraid at least. I walked out of that movie thinking, definitely not for me. But wow, what a great filmmaker. I hope some people love this movie. I can't believe he got that movie made. What a ballsy move that he even attempted that. That's what I was walking away thinking from Beau is Afraid. Eddington is not that. I don't walk out thinking, hey, mad respect though. It may be in some kind of morbid way. I feel that way, but it's just a complete and utter miss. And it's such a shame because he is so talented. This must be what my parents felt every time they caught me doing whippets. Just like, wow, wasted potential.
Mad respect though, bro.
Exactly. No. In the Beau is Afraid way?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, wow, 20 of them?
Not for me, but wow. I hope someone appreciates that.
I don't know where I was going with this, but that could be the whippets just coming back.
It could be.
A lot of my favorite critics really enjoyed this movie. Now that it's post-festival release, that it's actually, all these reviews are coming in. David Ehrlich called it the first modern American Western. I almost put in great, but that would have been a misquote. But he did love this movie. And a lot of other people that I respect really like it. Lindsay Romaine, Britt Hayes, and a lot of other people that I respect despise this movie. So I don't know where along that spectrum you're going to fall. Normally, I think a polarizing movie is a good thing. That means that choices were made, right? That actual art was produced. But if the movie is about how polarized our society is, I don't think it's as good of a thing. This movie is basically just a grenade thrown into an open wound, and I have to ask myself, for what? Eddington takes a small American town and presents it to the audience like a petri dish, and the camera is the microscope. It's a biopsy of a country, and it's discovered that it has a disease, and that disease is the internet, and it's terminal. The movie is Joaquin Phoenix pitted in battle against Pedro Pascal, and they're doing their best with the script. They're great performances. Everybody keeps ranting about how they're tired of seeing Pedro Pascal. Can't relate. Glad he's so successful. I want to see him in
people.
Right? Like,
who are these people?
Get out of here. Deirdre O'Connell, big fan of her work. She plays this strangely sympathetic QAnon mother-in-law, which sounds like the worst supervillain of all time. The movie isn't very sympathetic, but she is because of her performance. If you're looking forward to seeing Austin Butler and Emma Stone, don't. They're barely in the movie. They're completely wasted, them and their considerable talent. That was one of the most frustrating things about this movie. A lot of people will be offended by this movie, by the use of George Floyd and the BLM movement, by the pretty egregious lack of mention or at least focus on MAGA and their role in the hell we all live in now. But I think the most offensive thing about this movie, the only real offensive thing to me, is the complete lack of nuance. The way that Ari Aster attacks one of the most important and pertinent subjects in our culture with all of the subtlety of a mad TV sketch. There's no call to action. It's not saying anything other than this happened and doesn't it suck that we all hate each other and we're all inundated with so much misinformation. Isn't this awful? LOL. And of course, it's not cinema's job to heal a country, but I think that this is a crime. The amount of talent involved in making this movie and producing this is a crime. And with any crime, any investigation, you have to ask, cui bono? Who benefits? And I'm not sure anybody does. Certainly not me.
It's me. I benefited.
You didn't. I'm telling you. I got a few chuckles watching this movie because Ari Aster is a very clever man. But mostly, I got to be honest, I was just bored. I only saw this movie once, and I'll be honest about this. I meant to watch it again because I thought, hey, this is my job. I take it very seriously. This is what people deserve. I wanted to see if I came out of that theater feeling any differently than I did when I saw this movie all the way back in May at the Cannes Film Festival. And I just couldn't bring myself to even watch this a second time, to watch Joaquin Phoenix bumbling around for 2.5 hours, wasting his considerable talent for the 6th movie in a row. And I thought to myself, well, maybe that's the review, that I don't even want to watch this again, not even slightly. It's just not a fun time. It's only 2025. You want to take me back to 2020. In fact, it's not even going back because the effects of that are what we're still experiencing today. So I just fucking live it every day, all day. I don't need to watch this. I just have to look at my phone or look outside. I hope you like this movie. If you made it this far in the review, you may think this is a masterpiece and exactly what we need. Again, a lot of people that I respect do. But I think if you love movies, because of this is going to be one of the most miserable weeks on the internet in a long time. So thank you, Ari Aster. I appreciate you watching this video. If you like what I do, you can check out my work at Movies Art Therapy on TikTok and Instagram as well. If you're here, you probably saw those first. Also, I have a podcast I'm very proud of called Streaming Things. We cover all kinds of shows, episode by episode, and a bunch of big movies, especially on our Patreon. We're doing a rewatch of Game of Thrones and a complete rewatch on the main feed of Stranger Things currently. It's kind of our bread and butter. If you like that show, you should definitely check it out. I know that I'm struggling with the YouTube thing. I'm trying to feel out the vibe here. So I appreciate all of the early Kit Laser adopters here on this platform. So thanks for hanging in there. We will figure it out, I promise.
We're going to figure it out, Kit. Come hell or high water.
Ooh, reference to something we covered recently.
Right around 3:10 to Yuma, maybe we'll figure it out.
Smash that like. Don't forget to subscribe. Ring that bell.